Hey guys, how's it going? On this week's video, I'll be revisiting the single leg deadlift. For those of you that have been with me for a while, you'll know that I originally covered this exercise a few months ago, but we did it in a staggered stance so that you could appreciate how to truly internally rotate into that loaded side as well as shift without having to deal with balancing, okay? Because that was just gonna add another element to it that a lot of people were not ready for going into the exercise. So for this week's drill, we're gonna make sure that we get rid of that kickstand leg and this becomes a truly unilateral exercise. So here it is. Same setup as before, shift, coil, tuck. I can start with a staggered feet if I want. Shift, coil, tuck, descend. So a few things to consider before tackling the single leg deadlift. First thing is that you want to make sure that we're taking care of the lateralization. So you're shifting onto the heel, getting adductors, getting hamstrings to help you out. You also want to make sure that you're actually taking advantage of internally rotating that loaded hip. You don't want to just lateralize and allow that knee to abduct or externally rotate. There is a coiling that's going on, so as the hip rotates to the side that's being loaded, that femur is also rotating in. It's kind of like Batman or Darkwing Duck when they fold their cape over like this. They are folding and they're facing into the cape. You never see them fold the cape and then just pull away. So the femur and the pelvis have to come towards one another. That's actually what's going to get you that adductor feeling high up by your groin area. Second thing to take into consideration is my back positioning. So on the concentric part of the lift, as I'm coming up out of the hole, my spine is not extending in order to complete this lift. I'm actually getting all of that motion from authentic hip extension. So my hamstrings are what is changing the position of the pelvis in 3D space. I am not relying on back musculature in order to get this done. Another thing to consider is now that we do not have the support leg as a kickstand, it's very easy for us to want to look for other means of coming up. And one of the easiest ways to do that is if we haven't lateralized ourselves enough to the loaded side, our body's going to try to figure out another place to go. And oftentimes we're going to want to go to the place where we don't have any support, where our other leg used to be. And so that's when that happens, we just end up falling onto that left side if we're doing a right side single leg deadlift. Anything else? Wobble. As I think you could have seen on one or two of my reps, there is going to be some wobble taking place either at the ankle or at the hip, preferably not at the torso or the neck. You are never going to be able to do smooth robotic reps where you just go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. If you do, then you are overly tensing. You are definitely gritting your teeth. You are just trying to survive and outlast that particular set. And that's not what these drills are designed for. These drills are designed for you to extract as much sensory information as you can from your environment so that you can unlock the patterns that are keeping you frustrated in life. So whether that's low back tension, whether that's hip discomfort or tightness, a lot of these drills, the way that they're set up is that you are supposed to extract all of the sensory data from your environment so that your body and your brain can come up with far better movement patterns. Because anyone can just stiffen and tighten and tense their way through movement, but that's not the way that we were designed to interact and relate with our environment. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. Hit me up on Instagram @MejorStrength. I'll see all of you next Tuesday. Take care.